Flosstube. It's Minnie from All X's. It's been a while. No excuse. Just been stitching. And so I'm not going to start. I'm not even going to give an excuse. Got a lot of stuff to show you today. I think it's been a month since my last video. Today is the 16th of May. On looking at some cross stitch. Like I said, it's been a month since I made a video, so quite a bit of stuff has been happening here as far as stitching goes. Okay, let's see. I think I had been participating in Michelle Rudy's Stitch 9 challenge. I started it in January, or after she started, put the challenge out there. I pulled up 9. Actually, I pulled up 13, because it was 9 plus 4. I had pulled up 13 of my whips that were close to finishes, and all I needed was that final push, and I can get them finished. So that's what I did. Let's see. No, Smokey. No. He wants to stand up and pull at my stitching. First time he's done that one. You want to come on camera? Come here. Smokey. Come here. You want to make your entrance? You want to make your cameo shot? You want to make your cameo now? Okay. Since you're here. Oh, yes, you're such a sweetie. You're such a sweetie. Okay. There is Smokey. See, look. Hold your face up. There we go. Bye. Bye, everybody. But yes, this is Smokey. Alright. There you go. Scoot your boots. What? Oh, I have to pay you? Okay. He has to get paid for his interviews now, so now he'll leave us alone. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted. I started participating in Michelle Rudy's Stitch 9 challenge, and I chose 9 plus 4 extras. Like I said, these were all whips that I had started years ago, previously, and they were close to being finishes, but I just needed that one last little push to go ahead and get them finished. So, let's see. I think I told you about my other finishes, which ones I finished last. Let's see. Okay. I believe in that by my last video, I had 360. I think I had like 8 or 9 of them finished. I had Vintage Cat, Hot Chocolate, Vintage Fox, Seeds of Freedom, Ghoul Tidings, Halloween Treat, Comfort Lighthouse, and Needleworker ABCs, and Elphaba. Those were all my finishes so far. So the last 4 that I had, I had Sarena, Pretty Little Chicago, Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness, and then I Love Yoga. Those were my last 4 that I needed to finish. And of those 4, I finished and I don't have anything to hold up behind. Oh, just a second. Okay. Of those 4, these are the ones I finished. This is I Love Yoga. I stitched all the little ladies. They're all different shades as far as their complexion. And they're in their yoga positions. And there you go. That's I Love Yoga. Don't ask me who it's by. It's from Etsy. Where's my... Let's see. Hopefully I put all this information in my Xstitch app. I've been trying to keep it updated. And it takes a while to get through here, because you have to go through all your charts to find it. Okay. I Love Yoga is from Valenti Cross Stitch. It's Etsy. On Etsy. Yeah, and this is on 18 count white Aida. So you know, I thought I was prepared for this video. When I had everything, I thought I had set up everything to where I wouldn't need to waste time. But obviously, I didn't. Okay, the next Stitch 9 finish is Sarena. And let me look that up on my Xstitch app. I'll let you look at it while I'm looking that up. Okay, this one is from Lila Studio, and this is Sarena. I put in beads. I changed the color of the beads because these are the ones that I had, and it was just a few of them, so I didn't think it was necessary to go and purchase a whole package when I had some that would work fine. I changed some of the fish. They're in Kreinik, so they're a little sparkly. The bubbles coming from the chest. But this is Sarena, and like I said, it's from Lila Studio. So I finished that one. And this one, of course, is Pretty Little Chicago. This one I know is from Satsuma Street. I love those waves in the waterfront. And I'll pull it back so you can see the whole thing. That's Pretty Little Chicago from Satsuma Street. Okay, this is also a finish. It wasn't a Stitch 9 challenge. It wasn't part of my Stitch 9 challenge, but it's called Melancholy. And I think it's by Jardin Privé. But let me look that up, and I'll let you see this one while I'm looking that up. I was right. This is Jardin Privé. Of course, I changed the skin color on the young lady. But I like that house on there. And the grass, it called for, excuse me. This is my cat cup. It was a gift from me to me for Mother's Day. But I saw that in Home Goods and I just loved it. Anyway, this is Jordan Prevain, and it's called Melancholy. And like I was saying, it had some of the fancy flossers on. I don't know if you can see it, but in that grass, I took 2 colors of DMC, and that grass is tweeted to give it more texture, because I didn't want to buy the whole skein of fancy floss. So I use what I have. I have plenty of DMC, and that's what I used. Okay, so those are my extra Stitch 9 projects. I have one more, and I did work on it. This is my last of my Stitch 9 challenge plus whoops. This is called the Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness. This is a Mandy Di Donna design, and well, this is the chart. Can you see it? That's the chart. That's the designer. So if you want to go look this up, that's the design. Let me show you what I've done. Okay, this one, the reason I'm dragging on it is because, and I didn't know this until I had started it, or may not have started it. Okay, you've got 2 little people here on this side, and then you've got another couple on this side, right? And they're stitched 2 over 2. But all of the letters and all of the words are stitched 1 over 1. This is where I met. So let me see, this fabric is kind of see-through. I'll bring it back here. Okay, maybe you can see it, most of it. There we go. And it's the Life, Liberty, and the Pursuit of Happiness. But as I said, all of the words are 1 over 1. And I'm stitching this. This fabric is it's a 32 count linen. I don't have what color that is. It's like a raw linen maybe, but it's 32 count. So all the lettering is on 32 count of 1 over 1. So what I did, like I said, I've worked on it. So I think I had up into here. Now I believe when I worked on it, oh, you can't see. When I worked on it, I stitched this line and started this top line here. So I did make quite a bit of progress on it. Now my camera is showing me that I'm running out of, my battery is low, so it may cut off and I'll have to charge it back up and restart this video. Of course, thought I was prepared. Okay. My other whips that I've worked on, let's see. I worked on Linens and Threads Peacock Garden. This is the 2019 free mystery stitch along. And I had held off on a few of the sections for a while to see what they were going to look like, so I could decide on how I wanted to stitch them. This is the center. That's the peacock. This is his walkway around his garden. This was the first corner. In the second the next section were the swans, and I decided to stitch them black, but they do have, see, when I get in real close you can see there's a little blue on the tips of the wings, but they're black swans. I was going to stitch them in gray, but I couldn't find a gray that I liked, so I went ahead with the black. And then this is the final section, the last section, May section for this month, right here, and this is how I've stitched it. Now, to maybe make these corners a little more where they don't actually match, they're different designs, but I think what I'm going to do is this little section here, make it into, I'm going to pick that out and stitch it this way with that color, which is the color I used for his legs. So this is one of my original colors anyway. So I think I'm going to do that. Probably the next time I pull this out, the next time when June's design comes out and I have to pull this out to work on it, I'll just do that little section and change the color. So this is Linens and Threads. They have a Facebook group, and they also have a Etsy, is it Etsy store or website, Linens and Threads, and it's free. My favorite word, free. So if you're interested, go to Linens and Threads. I think you have to join the Facebook group and then sign up for the stitch along, and then you get a link to the, you sign up, join the Facebook group, and you can get the link to go to their website to get the free charts. They also have still available the charts from last year, 2018 free stitch along, and the 2017 stitch along. So you're able to get all three if you'd like. Another one of my whips that wasn't in my Whip 9 challenge was Snowflower Diaries. I've got one more chart to finish and then I'll have all of them done. This one is November. I started it earlier this year and I finished it. I love the peacocks. But this one is finished. So I have, in that stitch along, I have one more chart to stitch. And it'll be done. I don't know what I'll do with the charts. I may turn it into a book once I get the first book that I said I was going to do. Once I get that one done, maybe I'll turn that into a book. Recently, and for the last several days, I've been working on my All Souls Verlanden. This is the design. This is from Quiltify Design. Ben Drew, I believe, is the actual designer. And it's All Souls Verlanden. It's from Etsy. It has an Etsy shop. Hopefully, if I remember, I'll put out, if all the charts that from Etsy that I'm working on, if I can remember, I'll put them in the description box below my video so you can go and look at them yourself. But I didn't want to take this off the scroll rod because it's on the scroll rod. And I'm still working on it. So, since I started working on it, I went from this motif, I finished this one, this one, this one, this large one, this one, here, and the little small ones here. So everything just about below those three big ones in the center, I've stitched those since I've been working on this. I pulled it out the last 4 days. And this is All Souls Verlanden. The color of floss that I'm using, it's a DMC variegated, and it's number 4245, and this is being stitched on 18 count Aida. Okay, so let's see, that's all of my older whips that I've been working on, and I've got a few new starts since the last time I made a video. And I'm not, well, this one, okay, I'm not sure if I had started this one and showed it in my last video or not, but I think I did, because everybody, I mentioned everybody had been, you know, starting tombstones. This one is mine. I had this, was already in a magazine. This is from a magazine, and I already owned it. So it's not the same tombstone that everybody else is working on, but it's a tombstone. And I worked on it a little bit last night at Stitch Night at my local LNS, which is in Stitches. And I worked on, I stitched in 2 whole words in 4 hours of Stitch Night. I stitched Isaac Ann, I'll put it that way, Isaac Ann. I stitched these 2 words. So the whole chart reads, "Here lies Susanna Goose, mother of Daniel. As you are now, so once was I. As I am now, so must you be." So you see what I've got of that finished. Okay. This is being stitched on a, let's see, DMC Charles Craft linen. Well, it says Irish linen, it's 28 count. And that's what this is being stitched on. It only has like 4 different colors, and I'm using 2 DMC colors. I'm using the black DMC and an 831 DMC, but I also have, it calls for 2 silks. And I get the needlepoint silks, so MPI, avocado green range, and this one is meadow green range. Looks more of a brownish to me, but they both look brown to me, but they're called for silk, so that's what I got. since it was only 2 of them, I said, well, I can splurge for 2. This is from Stitcherovia. It's called Yin Yang. I love this, and to be honest, it was the whale that hooked me. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Yeah, Yin Yang. But it was the whale's tail that really got me, and I had to stitch it. This is on 18, no, this is on 16 count. No, this is actually on a 22 count hardanger fabric. It's white hardanger. And this is where I'm at so far. I have almost, well, I've got the whole outline. I have everything outlined on the one side, and it's partially stitched. I love those colors in there. And this is all with DMC floss. So I really like this. This is DMC one thread of floss on 22 count hardanger. Which is a first for me. I'm finding that, I mean, I used to say that you know, the higher count fabrics, that I couldn't see them. I can see them, it's just that I didn't want to start anything, but I'm taking the chances and starting. Well, this one, like I said, it's on 22 count hardanger, but it's smaller than I'm used to, and it's one floss, one thread. That's new. I haven't done that before until recently. This one is, I love this. I was looking at Kathy Bear. This one I got after Market. After I think it was Nashville Market. And I was looking at Kathy Barrick's newer releases, and I didn't find anything that really called out to me. So, but I was looking on her website, and I just fell in love. This is Repeat the Sound and Joy. This is by Kathy Barrick. It's a swan, and I just love it. I couldn't. Well, you know, I was like, I had to have it, so I went to In Stitches, and they had it in the markdown basket. But I picked it up, and as I was stitching on it, it was like, I can't put this down. And I I just kept going and going. And this is a 36 count, I believe it is. I bought this fabric at a retreat last year, and it's from Seraphim Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Lori. Let's see, let me get her card. Yeah, that's a card. Yeah, can you see that? Yeah, Seraphim Hand-Dyed Fabrics by Lori.com. And this one, I don't know the name. I can't read. It was written the way it was written with the marker. I can't read that. But I like the fabric. The fabric is gorgeous. And when I saw that chart, this came to mind. This was like, yes, I have the perfect fabric for it. So this is a 36 count, which is really, you know, higher than I normally stitch on. But I've completed the wings and everything on that side, including those snowflakes, the deer, the plant, the vine. So this whole side, this whole corner here is complete. Yeah, that's complete. See, because his bottom, he comes down here and the water, the pond is here. And then his head comes up on that side. So, like I said, this is 1 thread over 1. No, 1 over 2 on 36 count. I didn't think I was going to like the coverage, but I think it's working out fine. So that was a new start since I believe since my last video, and I'm loving it. And I had seen this before, and I love it. Now this is my working copy, so I had just printed it out in black and white, but this is Cooper. This is also from Kathy Barrett. I'm stitching it on, I think it's 32 count. I changed my choices on, yeah, no, this is 28 count. On Under the Sea Fabrics, I changed my preference to 32 count, being adventurous. But this is still 28 count. But this is 28 count Beach Walk. And this is Cooper. This was another one that once I started, it was like I didn't want to stop. I didn't want to put it down. And this is as far as I've gotten. I love Cooper. He's completely done. His head, everything is completely done. I have the branch that he's sitting on that comes down here. But he's done. If I turn, yeah, with the natural light on it, you can see the blues. You can see the colors. Looking at it, you know, in real life, you can see the colors. The camera's not, the lighting in here is not actually picking up the colors unless I turn it to the side. There we go. And get some natural light from the window. There you go. That's some 28 count Beach Walk Under the Sea Fabrics. Now, those are my those are my whips. You saw most of my finishes. There was one finish that I had been working on, and this one was spring hair. And let's see. And Spring Hair is by Lottie Da. I had my LNS, I had in stitches, I had them to order this for me. And let me show you why. Now this is in some different, a different segment actually. This is part of a different segment. I may be able to get this before my battery runs out. But this is from the Punch Needle and Primitive Hair. I saw Vanna Pfeiffer showed her version of this, and she also told us that she had finished this for this magazine, for the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. Now I don't subscribe to this magazine, but I may do that. But I found this one, I bought it, because I wanted her tutorial on how she actually did this. And this is what she had done. She used a la-di-da. Let's see, I can show you over here what she's. This is the chart. See, the complete chart has alphabets. But she only stitched this portion. And of course, when I grow up, I want to be like Vanna. So, I ordered the la-di-da chart. I stitched it. I forget now what fabric. Oh, wait a minute. My fabric is 32 count autumn from Under the Sea Fabrics. And I stitched it. And I read the magazine. I read Vanna's tutorial. And this is what happened. I am so proud of myself. I don't know what to do. I made my first stand up. Let me move to the side. Let me show you that, yes, he does stand up. And he is the same design as Vanna's. Okay, like I told you, my camera battery was low, so thought I could get all of it in. Anyway, what I was talking about was yes, it's a little different. Hers is more square on the top, man. I wanted to do it with the little rounded top. It was easier to round it off than to make those rounded corners. But the whole tutorial is in the book, and that's what I used. And this is my very first stand up. I can make more now, and this is my backing fabric. So yes, this was finished, and I've got some cording around it. Store-bought cording. I haven't tried Vanna's cording yet. Even though I have one of the little winding things. The rest of my finished bow is, I finished the Prairie Schoolers, the little smalls that I had showed you. Yeah, the little smalls I had showed you. There's the chickens, the lady rabbit, the sheep, the two bunnies, the ducks, the male rabbit that was the main one on the chart, this one with the, and I did them the easy way. I cut the hole in the back and stuffed it that way, so I didn't have to do a whole lot of trying to stitch them. I did this one with the different color here and the rickrack. And then this one, I stitched it a long time ago. And this was all in my bowl here. My Easter display. And one second, I'll show you what the display looked like. Okay, this is my Easter display, my bowl here. It's a wooden salad bowl. I just bought the bowl. I didn't want the small salad bowls to go with it. So, yeah, this is my Easter display. So, my FFO bowl. I may have to take a day and FFO some more things. Okay, I'm going to the New Jersey retreat in October, or was it August? Anyway, I'm going to New Jersey retreat. Got my t-shirt. I've got a t-shirt on order for StitchCon. Okay, so I've got a few things more to show you. Some things I got in the mail, and I get this copy of the Just Cross Stitch magazine. The only chart in there that kinda sparks my fancy is actually this one on the front with the 3 chickens. I don't know if I'd ever stitch it, but I kinda like that one. What else? Oh, I got the 2020 Keepsake Calendar, and they've got items in here, and the only one that I like this one. I kind of like that one, and I like these. Let me see if I can find a bigger picture. There's a Joan Elliott in here for December. Maybe not. I take that back. This is Home for the Holidays. Oh, no. Snow Family Portrait. That is this one. That's a Joan Elliott. I thought that was a Joan Elliott. Then you've got, let's see, you've got January, February, I don't like that one. March, okay, April, May, June is in the middle, is the ice cream cones and popsicles. July is the picnic, the animal picnic. August is the carnival or fair. September, this is September that I was showing you earlier. October with the skeletons, I like that one. November, and then December 2021. No, this is December 2020. Okay, so I got that one. Let's see. I saw this on Etsy, and I just love it. Sugar Skull Couple. Aren't they cute? This was a PDF download. I think it was like $5. Let's see. If it says anywhere on here what the Etsy store is. Let's see, what does it say? I don't see a name on here. I'll find it because I've got the still got the PDF, and I'll see where I got it from, and I'll put that down in my description box just in case. But I think that is so cute. The love is true. Love is forever. I like that one. Okay, let's see, what other goodies do I have? This one, I believe this is well, I got this one. I think somebody was giving this away in Stitches at the Stitch In, and I picked this up. Madame Chantilly Halloween. I like the little mouse and the shoe. Another very popular freebie. This is Owl Forest Embroidery. They have a free sale going on. You have to go to their website, Owl Forest Embroidery, and you can download this chart for free. It's the Wizard of Oz, and it's a pretty good. Well, it's a 11 part. I think it's the 11 part stitch along, and they release a different part every 3 weeks, I believe. So this was the first section. I won't show you the chart, even though it's a free chart. I don't want to show it to you. I'll let you find it on your own. But what I do want to show you is this is your overall, picture, and this is just the first section. So there's a piece goes here, and I'm assuming 2 more here, and maybe 2 more at the top. And I'm not sure if that's all, but it's 11 pieces. It's 11 parts in all. So, and that's free. And like I said, you go to Owl Forest Embroidery. That's the website, the Russian website that has that wheel that I want. Oh, I want that chart so bad. But I had been trying to get it from McKenna at her 1884 shop, but they have sold out twice so fast, so I'll just let the excitement die down, and maybe she'll get some in, and they all won't go in, as soon as she posts them, and I'll be able to get one. It's not like I don't have anything to stitch. Okay. Stony Creek has a free sampler, and this is the way you can finish it, either as a to put it in a frame, or like back there they have it as a wall hanging, or you can stitch each piece individually. This is the very first one. This is the first piece. This is the second. And this is May. This is the third section. And like I say, there's let's see, 1, 2, 3 more, maybe 4. This is 6 pieces. So there's 3 more. I'm assuming this bat in the middle, I think that's stitched on. It looks like it's stitched. So I'm assuming it comes with one of those, one of the sections. So I've got all 3 of those. I'll be getting those. Those are free. You pay for shipping, which is $3.99 postage. So the last 2 I had to get together, and I had to pay. You have a month to get it for free, each section. And I think I skipped. I missed a month. So when I ordered these 2. One was free, and one was I paid $3.95 for it. So the chart is $3.95 plus your $3.95 shipping. But one can't come by itself, so I had to get the other one. I also got my. Now you're gonna hear some crinkling because I haven't taken it out of the bag. You'll hear crinkling, but you'll get over it. This is Freya Under the Sea fabrics. It's pretty. In the light, you can see it has hints of a little bit of kind of a purplish and blues and greens. It's very pretty. And this is my 32 count, so I'm loving that. It's Under the Sea fabrics. Last night at in Stitches, they had a bin where somebody had given Ellen, the owner of In Stitches, a big bin of somebody's stash they were trying to get rid of. And so she just had them on as a donation. You could either get them $1 a piece or 3 for $2. And so I went through and I found something. Now the one I really like, where is it? There it is. This one I've been looking, I had this on my wish list for a while now. This is Homespun Elegance. It's called the Stitcher. I like that. So that one I scooped up right away. Then this one spoke to me. It said, stand up instead of a pillow. Since I now know how to make a stand up, this one says stand up. I'm crazy about all things 12 Days of Christmas. This is from Bark Raft Samplers. Heard of that? This is an old one. This is from 1984. But it's 12 Days of Christmas. This is a cricket collection. Mrs. Kinterclaws. I like that one. This is another cricket collection. This is Night and Day. And something about that face. I like that. You stitch it, finish it that way. You get a bonus angel chart. A little bonus angel. Or you can stitch these like this. Or Night and Day. Make clock. But it's something about that face I like. I like this shepherd's bush called $6. Oh no. What's the name of this? There's no name on it. Shepherd's Earth. That's pretty. This one is from 1990. Shepherd's Bush. And then I like this one. This one is in 1984. It's a family tree. You can stitch it with the green leaves, or you can stitch it like with autumn leaves. I'd have to figure out the names to put in it, but I like that. So I picked those up $1 a piece. And while I was at Stitches, I think I showed you this chart from before. I bought this one. I think this was a new release from Market. The Silver Creek Samplers, Fireside Sampler. And it says, "All ye who stand before the fire, pray sit down, is my desire, that other folks as well as you may see the fire and feel it too." No, this wasn't a new release because it's dated 2008. But I just saw it, so I liked it. But anyway, for that, I had to purchase some fabric because it called for a long, thin piece of fabric. And I didn't have anything quite long enough. So, this is, I think this is one of a new fabric from Picture This Plus. It's Taicho or Taiko. I think that's the name of it, but it's, I don't know if you'll be able to see the variegation in it. It's very muted. There we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah. It's a very muted variegation in it, but I like it. It has like hints of green. I love it. And it works great with the colors that this chart calls for. And they call for all DMC. It's 2, 4, 6, 7 colors. That's all. And those are mainly in the border. So there you go. I'm still drinking coffee. It's getting kind of late though. But that's about it. Now you know what I've been doing. What my plans are. You've seen Smokey. So that's about it. I guess I'll let you go now. Thanks for stopping by. Leave me a comment. Leave me a question. We'll do Magic Q-Snap next time. And so for now, I'll let you go. And I'm going to make some of those wonderful little X's. See you later. Bye.